see if I can make this a little better. There we go. I cannot believe it. We're already on day 10, and this is our last topic for your new coach training. After today, you will have all of the tools you need in order to build a successful business. And my job as the leader of this team and as your mentor for my personally sponsored coaches is to give you the tools to succeed. But it's your job to actually use the tools that I'm giving you and take the action and build your business. Nobody else can do that for you. So after today, like I said, you're gonna have everything you need, which is so cool. This was so simple. If you think about it, we only had to do 10 days worth of topics, and as long as you stick to what we talked about in these 10 days and you do it consistently, as in every single day, you will build a business. You will build a successful business. So today I wanted to talk about running amazing challenge groups. Challenge groups are the bread and butter of our business. They're what we do as coaches is we run challenge groups. So I want to make sure I'm giving you guys great tips on how to run really successful challenge groups. Now, I personally believe that the best way to run a challenge group is through the My Challenge Tracker app. I know other coaches feel differently. Some coaches run it through Facebook. I like to run it through the app because it allows you to do a lot of things. The one thing I know it does not allow you to do is to do live video, which you can do on Facebook. So I know that sometimes coaches shy away from the My Challenge Tracker app because they can't do live video, but you can still do video. You just have to upload it to YouTube, and then you can use your YouTube link in the app. But a few tips for running challenge groups. I love to run challenge groups with other coaches. And the reason I like to do that is because then you have more people in the group. There's more interaction. There's more people participating. And the coaches, we feed off of each other as well. Plus, it eliminates some of the work that each coach has to do. So it's nice to be able to split up the daily posts between, 2, 3, 4 coaches. And then you get different coaches' perspectives within those posts, which is awesome. So I like to run them with other coaches. The second thing you want to do is you want to require your challengers to take before and after photos. A lot of people will not do this just on their own, so you have to stay on top of them. We want to show them the results that they're getting. And the only way we can show that is if they do before photos and measurements and they do after photos and measurements. And the best way to get them to do that is for you to do it too, okay? And I'm not doing it right now because I'm 32 weeks pregnant, so it doesn't really make sense. But you better believe that once I'm done with this pregnancy, I am taking my before photo and I will be doing before and after photos moving forward. So you need to do the before photo as well and the before measurements. And you need to require your customers or challengers to do the same thing. And what I do is I tell them that they need to do it, and then I go in and I check every single day until they upload it. And every single day that they don't upload a before photo and enter their measurements, I send them an email. And I tell them that I'm going to send them an email. Morning, Mandy. I tell them that I'm going to send them an email every single day until I see them in there, because there's no way we can track whether this is working for them or not without their before photos and measurements. So you want to make sure that they do that. And, be real with them. Tell them that it's hard. It's not fun. That they don't want to do it, but talk about how important it is to actually do it. So that's your first step, is when they enroll in the challenge group in the My Challenge Tracker app, to get them to do their before photos and measurements and write out their goals. The next thing you want to do is do a daily post. And you can do this a couple different ways. If you're doing a challenge group specific to a workout program, Beachbody has challenge group guides. So you go into your Coach Online office under the sales and marketing tab, there's something called product toolkits. If you click on that, there's a product toolkit for every single workout program. If you click on the one you're doing the program for, so let's say you're doing a 21-day fix challenge group, you click on 21-day fix, you click on the challenge group guide, and it gives you the posts for every single day. So you can just copy and paste those posts, you can use those posts and elaborate on them, or you can use the posts that I've created. I've created posts for a 28-day challenge group, so a week leading up to the programs and then 3 weeks of the program. It's more generic, so it works really well for challenge groups where people are doing multiple programs, or you can create your own. It is totally up to you, but I want you to know that you don't have to create your own. Okay, you can use the challenge group guides that Beachbody provides. You can use the guide that I provide. Make it your own, but you can use those so you're not sitting there like, what am I supposed to post today? So you've got to do one post a day, and I would recommend that you put that post up at the same time every single day so your challengers know when that post is coming up. So you can either, with the My Challenge Tracker app, you actually can schedule out all of your posts. So if you want your posts to go live at like 5 a.m. for those of your challengers that are getting up early, you can schedule it to go live at 5 a.m. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. and schedule it. Now, one thing with scheduling posts, you can't just schedule posts and then not interact in the group. The whole point of a challenge group is for us to be extremely active in the group. So we need to be participating in the group. We need to be a participant of the challenge group, which means we need to be doing our own workout program, posting our workouts and posting our Shakeology. We need to be responding to the questions we're asking our challengers to respond to in our daily posts. So if you're asking your challengers to post a sweaty workout photo in the comments of your daily post, you better post a sweaty workout photo in the comments of your daily post too. If you're asking them to talk about what their struggles were the previous week, you better talk about what your struggles were the previous week. If you're asking them to admit if they had a cheat over the weekend, you better admit if you had a cheat over the weekend. So you are a participant in your own challenge group. You also need to be actively commenting on your challengers' posts. So not just going in there and liking every single post. You want to comment, you want to ask questions, and show them that you are really interested in how everything is going for them. Next thing you want to do is you want to at least check in privately with each challenger once a week. And I like to do this on Sundays or Mondays. The cool thing about the My Challenge Tracker app is you can select all of your challengers, click send message, you can write out a message, and it shoots an email to every single one of your challengers. So you can check in with each one of them privately through that send message. And I like to just ask them how their week went, if there was anything they were struggling with, if there's any questions they have. And sometimes people who aren't very active in the group really respond to these private messages because they're shy and they just don't feel comfortable posting in the group. So it's really, really important to reach out to them separately, privately, just one-on-one. So you want to be doing that. What else? I just kind of went blank. So you are participating in the group. You are commenting and asking questions on the posts of your participants in the group. You're reaching out to them and talking to them at least once a week privately. And you also want to, keep an eye on their activity. So the cool thing also about the My Challenge Tracker app is you can see what your challengers are logging. You can see when they logged a Shakeology, when they logged a workout, so you can keep track. And if you see that someone hasn't logged a workout or a Shakeology for 2 days in a row, you should reach out to that person and say, hey, I noticed you haven't logged these. Did you just forget to log them, or is something going on? What can I do to support you? So that is what we do as coaches. Oh, the last thing is make sure you're recognizing your challengers. So anytime someone, has a success, make sure you're recognizing that. And successes can be super small. It doesn't have to be, I lost 5 pounds in the first week. It could be someone brought donuts into the office and I turned them down. I didn't go and get one. That is a huge success for most people. You should recognize that in your challenge group. You should say, shout out to Kelsey. I'm so proud of her. Her coworker brought donuts and cookies in this morning and she was able to resist that temptation and didn't have a donut or a cookie. That is a big deal, okay? So you want to make sure you're recognizing your challengers within the group and giving them love and showing them how proud you are of them and their accomplishments, no matter how small they are. And if you guys do that, you are going to run amazing challenge groups. Your challengers are going to get results. They're going to know what results they got because they have done their before photos and measurements. They're going to feel incredibly supported by you, and they're gonna want to continue on and do another challenge group and maybe get another program and keep drinking their Shakeology because they know they have that support and that accountability from you. And that's really our job as coaches. That's what it boils down to, is running these challenge groups and helping our challengers get results. And so it's pretty simple, and once you get the hang of it, you just do it over and over and over and over and over again. And it's cool because you have new participants every single month. You can have returning participants as well. So that mixture is cool. And then you can team up with different coaches and see how you guys run groups differently. A couple other tips. One thing I started doing is I started sending all of my challengers a welcome email before the challenge group starts, with a link to a folder in my Google Drive that has tons of awesome resources for them around meal planning, meal prepping, recipes, things like that. So I will share that folder in the group and you guys can share it with your challengers. I'll actually share the email that I send out as well. And I've had a ton of awesome feedback on this because then they have everything they need in terms of nutrition right there at their fingertips in terms of, being successful with the nutrition plan. That was one tip I wanted to give. And then what was the other tip? Oh, it's up to you how you structure your challenge groups. Some coaches say you have to order a challenge pack, so you have to order a workout program plus Shakeology to be in the group. For me personally, I don't require that. I require that they either be drinking Shakeology or doing a Beachbody workout program. They have to be doing one of those things because this is a Beachbody challenge group. If they're just working out on their own and they're doing their own shake, then they're not in the challenge group because that's not what the challenge group is for. And I would highly recommend doing that. I have had challengers who join with the 30-day free trial of Beachbody On Demand, and I allow that because they are using Beachbody On Demand. But I personally don't make them have a challenge pack, even though most do, because I usually only talk about challenge packs. Most have a challenge pack, but a couple, usually every month, a couple don't. And the reason I allow them in is because I want them to see everybody else loving their Shakeology. Because usually Shakeology is the thing they don't get. And I want them to see how much it's helping everybody else, how much everybody else is loving it. And once that happens, usually they come back and they're like, okay, I'm convinced I want to try Shakeology. So it's a great way for me to get them to try Shakeology if they haven't already tried it. You know, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else. I like to keep my challenge groups very, very simple. Like I said, it really is all about providing that value and interacting with your challengers and being present in the group and participating in the group and just letting them know that you're there for them and you're motivating them and you want them to succeed and you are proud of them for taking these steps in the right direction to reaching their goals. So that's all I've got for you guys. That is a wrap on our Coach Basics group for this month. I am so proud of you for participating in this. And like I said, none of this information really matters if you don't put it into action. You guys have everything you need now to be successful as a coach. You have all the information you need. We went through it all. You just have to implement it. And you have to implement it consistently, which means every single day. If you do that and you follow these tips and guides that I've given you, you will be successful. And that's the cool thing about Beachbody is it's pretty darn simple. It's not difficult. I mean, it can be scary. It can be difficult to overcome, you know, certain objections and to push yourself outside your comfort zone, but it's not complex. It's very simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'd love to hear your feedback on this group and if there's anything that I did not cover that you guys were hoping that I would cover, because I always want to make these groups better. So make sure you comment and let me know that, and I will talk to you later. Bye.